on target location.
Xcom 2 is Firaxis's 2016 sequel to the 2012 reboot of the Xcom series, Xcom Enemy Unknown. Xcom 2 is a turn-based tactical game with a quasi-real-time strategic overworld. Following the release of the 2012 reboot, Firaxis opted to use real-world statistics to determine the plot going forward. It was revealed that the majority of playthroughs of Enemy Unknown resulted in the Earth being conquered by the aliens. Therefore, the new game would have you playing as an underground resistance fighting to win back control of an alien-dominated Earth. With the Earth turned against you, you'll need to fight for resources as well as winning over the hearts and minds of the general population. The game starts with the members of Xcom retrieving you from suspended animation within an Advent facility, Advent being the alien government. After being rescued, you're taken to the Avenger, a captured alien spacecraft. From this point on, you are in control of the entirety of Xcom. You will need to recruit soldiers, construct facilities, prioritize research and engineering projects, and manage the finances and resources of Xcom. The game is split into two major sections. 1. The strategy layer, which consists of the map of the Earth with regions dividing the continents, the geoscape, and the Avenger itself, which allows you to navigate different areas of the ship as well as construct new buildings within the ship. And 2. The tactical layer, which allows you to take the fight to the aliens in top-down tactical combat. With squads of up to 6 soldiers in a variety of mission types, missions range from rescue missions, where you are required to rescue a captive from an Advent facility.
We're in. We've got the VIP
Dennis
in
1-5,
tow.
status
Moving to
confirmed.
evac.
VIP is in tow. Proceed to the extraction point.
Data retrieval missions in which you are required to hack a terminal before Advent closes the connection.
Versuche Verbindung herzustellen.
And my personal favourite, retaliation missions, in which you are required to rescue at least 6 Xcom operatives before they are killed by Advent. Some missions now allow you to start the mission in stealth mode.
Sind getarnt.
Stealth mode allows you to maneuver your operatives unseen until such a point as you attack or you are flanked by an Advent operative.
Hier, fang! Sie können uns sehen! Hostile neutralized.
Cover can also be broken by entering the sight radius of Advent troops or civilians. Once you have engaged in combat, the strengths and weaknesses of the different classes can be used to your advantage.
God, what have we got here?
Movement is handled by a series of concentric rings. Each soldier is allotted 2 action points per turn. Moving within the first ring costs 1 action point. Extending your movements to the second ring costs an additional action point. Firing your weapon also costs 1 action point, but ends your unit's turn.
Feind steht noch.
One important difference, however, is that firing the sniper rifle uses both action points.
Hostile target down.
Cover once again plays an important role in XCOM 2. Enemies behind cover are much more difficult to hit, so flanking them always gives a greater chance to hit as well as to do critical damage.
Adjusting aim. On reserves.
When aiming at an enemy, the left side of the screen shows your character's ability to hit the target, while the right hand side shows any detrimental effects that the environment or the character state has upon the chances to succeed.
Bedrohung ausgeschaltet.
Soldiers typically start their careers as rookies. Rookies can move, hunker down for additional protection, throw grenades, and fire the default weapon. Once a rookie obtains a kill, they'll be promoted to a random selection of one of the 4 default classes. These classes are the Ranger, soldiers specialised in close quarters combat using shotguns and swords; the Specialist, the hacker of the team, who uses their flying drone to hack robots and other electronic devices as well as providing healing; the Grenadier, the name speaks for itself, but they use bombs and have a powerful launcher that can launch grenades across the map; and the Sniper. They have higher accuracy and can use the sight lines of other operatives to view enemies that would normally be out of range. Damn. These classes have unique skills, which can be used during tactical missions. However, some of them can only be used once per mission, or have a multi-turn cooldown timer. At higher levels, these abilities almost seem like cheating, as you can string together multiple kills from a single unit during a single turn.
This area's mine. Shot wide.
XCOM features a range of technical issues which range from minor inconveniences to game-breaking catastrophes. One minor inconvenience is that after completing a tactical mission, the game will sit in an endless loop until the player presses the caps lock button, which will immediately progress to the debriefing screen. There can also be slowdown issues when the game is still loading in the assets at the beginning of a tactical mission. However, this is a minor inconvenience and soon clears itself up. Also, sometimes the camera can get into a weird position where you end up looking through a piece of scenery or a unit's face. There can also be ragdoll issues with defeated enemies constantly vibrating on the ground, but these are more funny than anything else. More annoying, however, is the bug where specialised ammo types that are offered as rewards or products of research are never actually granted to the player. This issue can be resolved with the use of a loot table refreshing mod, but it is annoying that this has not been addressed within the game itself. There are also major issues with the final mission, whereby the screen devolves into a stroboscopic disco nightmare of flashing colours and lights, rendering the final battle completely unplayable. One of the best bits of the game is that there is always something driving you to the next achievement. There is always another topic to be researched or another facility to be built. The soldier customization options are very good, allowing you to create unique characters or base them upon real world examples, for instance family and friends, and celebrities. When one of your favourite characters, which is named after a friend of yours, is being attacked from multiple angles, you just have to pray and hope that they hold on and manage to survive. The soldier progression also means that there is always new tactical decisions that can be made and new strategies that can be developed. I don't think it's controversial to say that the addition of timed missions was not exactly a fan favourite. Some consider it a detriment to the ability to think critically while under the restraints of a ticking clock. However, you could argue that this also provides some of the most exhilarating moments when you barely scrape the last soldier into the evac zone just as the last turn ends.
I'm going. I'm out of here.
The bugs can be a bit of a downer, but for the most part there are workarounds. However, some of them can really ruin an Iron Man run. Very few things need to be changed about XCOM 2. For the most part, these are going to be nitpicks. Sometimes you can drag a campaign out over many months, and after that point the lack of diversity in locations and scenery can become a bit samey. I understand the mathematics of these situations means that in order for there to be constantly new scenery, it would require a massive amount of work far beyond what most regular game players would ever see. Some people have an issue where the countdown timer tells you that you have one turn left, but it's actually saying that you're on the last turn. It's a minor inconvenience and something that could be refined in the future releases. Also, I find that I always prefer to play with the mod that turns the character health from red pips into numerical displays. It makes it a lot easier to determine whether an attack has a chance to finish off an enemy. For instance, if a certain weapon can take 12 points of damage off someone, but you don't know at a glance whether they have 12, 13 or 14 hit points remaining. The character customization and ability to rename characters is a big winner from this game. Every tactical game should have this feature. If you want to do turn-based games which use multiple units, if you don't allow people to rename and redesign the characters, then you are missing out and you should reconsider this decision. XCOM 2 is a brilliant game that is captivating and really capitalises on the one more turn mentality. It blends strategy and tactics in a seamless manner that is rarely seen. I was looking forward to Marvel's Midnight Suns as I thought it would be a spiritual successor to XCOM. However, it is far too different, and the wait continues for XCOM 3. The quicker the better. XCOM 2 has a lot going for it in terms of replayability and customizability, as well as the mod scene. If it were not for the crippling bugs that can occasionally ruin this game, it would be getting the highest marks possible. Unfortunately, due to the bugs, I have to mark this game down. I would love to give it a 10 out of 10, but unfortunately I have to knock it down a single mark due to some devastating bugs. Hopefully these bugs will be non-existent in XCOM 3, which I hope is released shortly. I'm giving XCOM 2 9 out of 10, and it is a must-play for any turn-based strategy fan. If you liked the review, please give it a thumbs up, otherwise please give it a thumbs down. If you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to be advised of future releases. I stream over on Twitch, so please pop in and say hello. Links are in the description.